What's going on, people? NLG back again. Like and subscribe to be a part of the NLG fam. You know what it is. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. Emery is a thorn in Arteta's side once again, and so is this guy. In fact, funnily enough, I did a preview earlier before the game, and I had this very same green screen. And these two players were probably the difference makers. No, they were the difference makers for both teams. And aside from that, boy, oh boy. You know, I've just spent the last post-match, in the minutes after the match. I've been looking for where I'm gonna get a little staycation because look after your mental health, people. My blood pressure today was over 130, mate. So, if you're looking for something to lower your blood pressure, book a holiday, try and forget the Arsenal for a weekend. Because this is just not it. It's not it. We can start with the positives. Yeah, the positives. Let's look at it. Well, we go 2-0 up, mostly forced by a few players in this team. There were okay moments by Partey, but he honestly cost us a goal. Ultimately, in the end, he really did cost us that goal. What is even going on there? Partey cost us the goal. Trossard, really good going forward today. Got 2 assists. Should have scored in the final minutes. I can't believe he didn't. And ultimately, again, as I spoke about in the preview, we drew that game. I was going to say lost because it feels like a loss. We drew that game because of defensive foolishness. One by Partey and the other by, I can't even remember who the first goal was by. The first goal was Dina's whip into Tielemans. Oh yeah, Mikel Merino, who I'm pretty sure either scored the goal or helped it along. Whatever the case, he was trash today. He is not a good player. He's as mid as Mikel Arteta was when he was an Arsenal player. I don't understand his role in this team. I don't understand. In the first half, where Arsenal were playing decent football, Martinelli was looking a bit better down the right. And one of the things I've been saying for ages is we need to be rotating more. You could see that sometimes Trossard was moving to the right. Sometimes Martinelli was out on the left. Rice was finding himself on the right side of the pitch. And it was hard for Aston Villa at times to keep track of things. But at some point, that all became stale. Take note of the players I just mentioned. Rice getting into spots, Martinelli getting into spots, Trossard getting into spots. I don't know what Mikel Merino does. Somebody tell me, please. I don't know. Funnily enough, the one thing he did do, it was like passing from dumber to dumber. For the goal that Havertz handballed, tried the hand of God, Maradona vibes, Messi vibes, tried the hand of God, but it was so blatant that obviously it was going to get chalked off. Of course, it shouldn't have been a goal. I don't even know what some Arsenal fans are even chatting about it being a goal. Let's start with Martinelli's first goal. Trossard, again, fantastic. Receives the ball, shimmies, looks up, cross, straight all the way across. And Martinelli finds himself in an area that Havertz should be in. Havertz should be in these areas. Well done to Martinelli. He gets his foot on it. Martinez probably should get a stronger hand, but it was a good connection. Well done to Martinelli. When the opposite wing has the ball, the winger on the other side should be moving inside. This is how we need to be scoring goals. And Martinelli did exactly that and scored. Kai Havertz's goal. Got to give him praise for the goal because he scored. Goals win games. But all of the other stuff that he does to slow down the game and prevent us moving the ball quickly and potentially getting goals, docks him points. Trossard again picks the ball up, shimmies, gives Cash problems all game today. Whips in the ball left foot and Havertz gets a touch on it. Again, solid connection, not in any corner to be fair, but to be fair, the position he connected with the ball was quite tough. Martinez probably could get a better hand of it, but it goes in. 2 goals within the first 55 minutes. 2 goals within the first 55. And yeah, you'd think, We should shore this game out and we should find some opportunity to score some more goals. But man, the way this is looking, because after the 55th minute, we just fell asleep in key moments. Like I said, Dina just whipping the ball in. Mikel Merino with subpar defending. He's literally goal side. Tielemans, there's no way in the world he should get that. No way in the world. But he had no fear. He heads the ball even though Mikel Merino's foot is down there, and he just heads it into the box. I don't even know if he headed it or Mikel Merino touched it. I couldn't even tell at some angles. Ollie Watkins goal, Partey falling asleep. You're getting docked points for that today. Horrible defending, and also the throw he did, which almost cost us a goal as well in the first half. So actually, I'm going to chalk off what I said about him. He had decent moments, but no. Miles Lewis-Skelly again, good performance. Trossard, good performance. I don't know what else to say about these men anymore. Honestly, I don't know what to say. And what does that leave for our hopes? I was going to say title hopes, but I'm going to leave title out of it. You know, you can't be in a race for something if you're just going to lag behind every time you have an opportunity. Liverpool, Darwin Núñez, of all people, scored 2 in injury time. We've set it back to 6 points gap. Yet again. Forest, game in hand. So they'll probably catch up to us, be level on points. And yeah, Arsenal just keep doing Arsenal things. And Mikel Arteta had his head in his hands when Trossard went through in the final minutes and should have scored. He should have scored. He had an opportunity to square it to Havertz, but he was like, you must be joking. There's no way I'm squaring that to Havertz. Didn't square it, tried to go on his left foot, skewed it wide. Arteta had his head in his hands. Let me tell you, get your head out of your hands. Tell Richard Garlick to stop sitting in the stadium and get on the cold calls, mate. I was doing sales for, 3.5 years? Doing cold calls, yeah? Mashing them calls. I was having like 8 pitches per day. If you know the sales life, you know what I'm chatting about. On calls all day, trying to get deals done. You need to get on the phone and get deals done, bro. Honestly. I don't even want to see you training. Hand it over to Yova or something. Hand it over to Yova. You need to get on the phone. If you claim Arsenal has the different knock you claim we do, it's the 18th of January and we don't have a striker that can score goals in this team. We do not. And ordinarily you say, Havertz needed that goal for his confidence. But then just some of the play today, some of his touches were just off. Mikel Merino, just rubbish, taking up space. Only players that can take credit from this game, Trossard, Rice. It's not a loss, but again, for what we as this club should be aiming for, it is a loss in the grand scheme of where we need to be, which is in first place, properly challenging for this title. Because right now, we're not challenging for this title. We're just floating around. We're just hovering around. It's literally one of them ones. It's like them creepy donnies in the club who just hover, staring at girl, literally in the corner, while some other brothers chatting to a thing. It's fully like that. I can't stand them. Honestly, Renee Sleggers, she just signed permanently as head coach for the women's team. Come coach the men's team as well, honestly. The way she's got the women's team connecting and playing would do way better than this. Odegaard today, poor Odegaard. Honestly, Curtis Shaw said it. When the team are poor, Odegaard's poor. He's not the kind of captain that can drag you out of games. He's not. He's just not that guy. And he was poor today, to be honest. We need more from this team. Oh, man, people. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. Nah, I don't know what to say. People, honestly, I'm out of here. You lot enjoy the rest of your evenings. Might see a pod tomorrow from us, but yeah, man. Arsenal. It's the 18th of January. Make a bloody signing. We're tired. Yeah, surely you must be tired looking at this, Arteta. And if you're not, get out, hand the job to somebody else who will make the changes when changes are necessary. All right, cool. In a bit, peace.